Hey everybody, it's Alexia from Mystics Path back with another video for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Now today I would like to take the time and talk about the full moon that we have in the sign of Gemini, which happens tomorrow, 12/12. Now I want to take a second to really talk about this portion before I get into the cards because I feel that this is very important for you guys to know. Now 12 not only is our full moon happening on 12/12, it is happening at 12:12 a.m. Now, there's a very great significance with the number 12. And this is because it is the number that correlates with our subconscious. And it also correlates with the sign Pisces, which rules our subconscious. Now, when we are looking at deeper into the number 12, when we simplify this to find the core vibrational number, this is the number 3. And this is ideally telling us that it is going to be very, very easy to create from, and well, not necessarily very easy, but the energy will be very high to create from your subconscious. So you have to be kind of aware of what it is that you are giving your attention to, because we are looking at a day that is very, very heightened for manifestation from your desires deep down from your subconscious. So please, please pay attention to that. Now, as far as for manifesting what you want to bring into your life, this will also be a very good moon, or what you want to release from your subconscious. It'll be a very great moon to kind of work your intention and work your magic as far as that as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and dive into what it is that I'm seeing and feeling for this moon. Now, I'm kind of the energy of this moon. I'm kind of feeling like it's a coming together of things and people and energies, almost like a working togetherness for victory. That you may have one piece, but somebody else has one piece, and somebody else might have another piece, but all the pieces come together to create this whole. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling these energies of kind of togetherness and working together for victory and celebration is the energies that I'm feeling pertaining to this moon. Now, when we get into, or how the energy that we're going to feel pertaining to this moon, I should say. But when I get into the cards, the first spot that we have is, what is your subconscious saying? And we have the Empress, as well as the Nine of Water. Okay, and when we're really looking at the Nine of Water, we see this boat that is carrying all of these fish. And we can also see every single moon cycle, the full moon and all of the waning moons, the waxing moons, all of that, the full moon cycles. And when we're seeing this, this is telling us that there is like a load of crap that you're carrying, that you're hauling throughout all of these cycles, throughout all of, throughout your own cycles, the moon cycles, however you want to look at it. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you're carrying that you're just kind of tucking into your subconscious. You're just literally throwing it into this net. Nobody else can see it. So only you know it's there, unless you're literally like a fish. So nobody else really knows that it's there, and you're kind of just trudging along and carrying this. But at the same time, it's very, very hard to carry. It's very heavy to carry. So what this is saying is that you kind of have to nurture these things. And by saying nurture, I mean give attention to what it is that you're really holding on to, what it is that you need to kind of reevaluate and let go. What purpose is it serving that you're literally carrying all of this baggage, all of these things that are sitting in your subconscious that you did not want to deal with? Why are you still carrying them around? And when I'm saying like nurturing this, it's like nurturing yourself enough to be able to let go of what it is that you are kind of shoving deep down, that you're not talking about, that you're not seeing, that you're not letting even kind of touch the surface. But I do want to let you guys know that with this moon, these things will be touching the surface. These things will be trying to crawl up from the depths. Why? Because we are looking at not only Gemini that rules our shadow side, and because it's the twins, we have a light side and a dark side. That is what Gemini encompasses. Okay, so that's what, and it's encompassing also with our subconscious. So because of the number 12, so we're seeing this heightened, this full moon extremely with the full moon being in Gemini, because there is a side that really needs to be evaluated and really needs to be looked at, because all it is getting stuff thrown at it that you don't want to deal with, and then you're ashamed of it, or it's, you know, hurtful to you or whatever it is, and then that's all you're using that side for. So it's like this nurturing of loving yourself enough to like, do I need to carry this? Why am I carrying this? What purpose does it serve me? Why am I not ready to let it go? Okay, and that is what your subconscious is trying to say, is that you have to really focus and see, why are you carrying this stuff in the first place? Why are you still carrying it around with you? What benefit is it serving you that you're still carrying this piece of you, or all of these pieces of you around, that should have been emptied out of the net a long time ago? Okay, now what is my conscious trying to tell me? And we have the Three of Cups and the Six of Air. And this is really honing in on the celebration that you're kind of looking for. And I've been seeing this so much, guys, is the celebration that we're trying to reach, or this happiness that we're trying to reach, and kind of moving to this peaceful, calm place. And I've been seeing this for like months. And we really see that your conscious is trying to tell you, again, that it's not even that you're trying to move to this celebratory place or this place of happiness, which a lot of us are because it has been coming through so strong. It is when we're seeing the energies of celebration and the energies of moving from one place to another, moving from a really turbulent and rocky place and going to a new destination. This is saying that it's literally like you have to be so weightless to be able to fly like a bird. You have to be so weightless. So you can't have this stuff that you're carrying around in your subconscious. And to get to this celebratory point that we've been trying to go and get to for months, is that you have to like cut that net loose. You have to cut those things that are kind of holding you down and bogging you down. You have to cut that loose to be able to even be able to pick up and go to where it is that you're trying to go. Why? Because if not, it's holding you back. And it's like your conscious and your subconscious working as a team to let you know this stuff is going on. Evaluate this so you can cut it out, let it go, and move on and go to the destination that you're trying to reach. But as long as you are holding on to this stuff, you're not going to be able to pick up and fly because you're too heavy. Things are holding you down too much. You are too heavy to be able to pick up and go and to be able to move to this different phase of your life. Okay? Now, how can I integrate them into wholeness? And we have the Magician and the Two of Water. And this is integrating your conscious and your subconscious into wholeness. And how we do this is we're calling down the energies of and invoking. So, and we see the Magician card because we are literally at the starting point and we're literally working with the potential of this energy. So by calling it in, I mean, you're at the start, okay, and you're starting to evaluate. And then now you're evaluating what you have to let go and what it is that you want to keep. And you're calling this in. This is your intention. The intention that you're setting is to kind of cut out the stuff that you don't need, that has been holding you back or that has been hard to deal with, that you've just been shoving down. It's coming to the place where you're evaluating this and you're setting the intention to let go of what is not necessary. So then the energy from the universe can be matched to you. This thing is coming to you in this almost this, not harmony, but this, okay, so this is what you're trying to do, so I'm going to give you this extra oomph or this extra push, is what the Two of Water is saying, which is ideally the Two of Cups. Okay. So go in and set the intention that you are dropping what it is that you can, and I'm not saying like drop everything that you have, everything that you kind of buried into your subconscious, because at this point, especially if you haven't been doing a lot amount of healing, or if you still have a big amount left to do, it's not going to be realistic to drop everything. Okay, so a part of what we're seeing within this Magician card is protecting your energy as well. And I say that because of the pentacle that he's standing in. Protect your energy as well. Know what it is that you can ideally actually let go of. Okay. And by doing this, this energy of actually letting this thing go will help come in. It's almost like this energy kind of coming in like, okay, I'm ready to let this go. And that is what you're initially doing and being able to achieve, because that's the intention that you're setting and you're actually deciding that you're done. It's that piece of energy that needs to come in. It's that piece of energy that's coming to match to you, is the energy of finally being done with what is holding you back. Okay. Now, what requires my dedication at this time? And we get the Nine of Wands as well as Yemaya. And Yemaya is the Empress as well. She is the mother to all. And I wanted to highlight that because we are really getting this nurturing energy here. And when we're looking at this and what do you need to be, what requires your dedication at this time, is we see the Nine of Wands as somebody who is very tired and kind of like bumped around and bruised up. We can see he's got a bandage on his head, but yet he's still looking forth. He's still looking for the next opportunity or the next phase, or how he can get to where he's trying to go, like looking for like a window of opportunity on his path. The flame on his wand is still lit. There's still passion there. Okay, so this is what you're going through on your path that's kind of been hard and heavy for you, and it's kind of been you may feel like you're close to being defeated, or why am I still doing this? And you need to not nurture that, but nurture what it is that you are actually going after. What is your path? What is this fire that is still burning for you? What is it that is keeping you passionate? And you need to nurture that and what that is to keep you going, so you can continue to move forth on your path and on what it is that you are trying to do. Nurture that, send love to that. Send love to your heart space as well concerning this, because you are tired, and a lot of us are tired. A lot of us have been feeling frustrated. A lot of us have been feeling worn down. But this is a call to check what it is and remind yourself what it is that keeps you going, that keeps you passionate, that keeps you getting up every day to do what it is that you're trying to do. Especially if you need a sign, nurture that. Nurture what it is that keeps you pushing and keeps you going, no matter how hard your road may be, no matter how many blocks may be in front of you right now. Keep this Nine of Wands energy where he's looking for that window, he's looking for that loophole, he's looking for that space of opportunity, and nurture that. But whatever you do, it is not time to give up. It is now more so a time to be dedicated, because what is dedication when things are going easy? What is dedication when things are going easy? That's nothing. That is nothing. And I'm feeling that so strong right now. Like, what is dedication when things are going good? Nothing, because that does not show dedication. Things are so much easier when things are going good, and money's good, and relationships are good, and your things are going good with, your kids and school and everything. Things are easy. Dedication is easy. It's easy to get up and do what you got to do every day when things are going easy. Dedication comes, true dedication and commitment comes from you still sticking through and doing what you got to do and remaining passionate and remaining dedicated in the face of opposition and confusion and congestion and just being broken down and defeated. That's where your dedication is tested. That's where you are tested to see how much it is that you want what you want. So, of course, your dedication may be being tested because you are tired. But right now, it is most important for you to nurture your dedication and what it is that you're looking for. How best can I direct my energy for the remainder of the year? And we get the World card and the Four of Water. And this is kind of The world card coming in this space is it's the end of a cycle, which is funny because it is the end of the year. So the cycle is ending, and that is what the world card is representing, is that the cycle is ending. This year is ending. Okay. But when we are looking at the Four of Water matched with the World, we see the cycle of this year coming to an end. And this is also the end of the decade. And we will be emerging into a new decade. Okay, and this is a big energetical shift because a lot of cycles will be closing out because we are moving into a new 10-year cycle. So it is very important that you close out. You close out the cycles that aren't serving you before you go into this next decade, which is a next 10-year cycle. What kind of cycles do you want to be in for the next 10 years? Okay. As well as every bit of piece of that is this world card is explaining. This is also explaining that through the remainder of this year, through the remainder of this close to this cycle of this year, we are kind of going through and we are putting ourselves in this space of being unbothered and not letting what is going on in our environment and around us affect us. Literally, like, I'm trying to explain what it is that I'm seeing, and it's like literally being in like a bubble, and you can see what it is that's going around you. Say you're in the water and you're in like this bubble and it is protecting you. Okay. And you can still see everything that's going on around you, but it can't penetrate the bubble. It can't get to you. It can't affect you. If the water temperature changes, it doesn't matter. You're protected within this. It's insulating you. If chaos is going around you and there's a whole underwater, like crazy situation that's going on, it's not going to affect you because you are protected by this bubble. And it's being able to remove yourself, not in a way where you are detached or unemotional or anything like that, but you're literally not letting what's going around affect you, and you can focus on what it is that you need to do. So all the other shit that's going on in your atmosphere is not affecting you because you are in your bubble and you are working on looking for your window. Or you found the window and you are not letting anything else that goes on distract you from climbing through the freaking window. Climb through the damn window. Your bubble will fit. Okay? Climb through the fucking window. And you're not letting anybody else or anything else distract you from what it is that you're trying to do, what it is you're trying to close up, what it is you're trying to change before we get to the close of this year, before we get to 2020, before this new decade, this new 10-year cycle starts. Now, the supporting cards that I pulled for additional information for this moon, we get the Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. And what I seen was that with this was literally moving from like leaving this place of unsatisfactory and feeling like disappointed and just alone and defeated. We're moving from that. Like that's where she is now, and she is moving from this. She's got her back towards that, and she is leaving that situation, those feelings, being in that space. Okay. And when we're looking at the Queen of Swords, she is making the delegation, the conscious decision to move from this space of being broken down and defeated, not happy, low self-esteem, all of that, making the conscious decision to cut that out and to completely remove that. Well, how do we do that? We spend this time wrapping up the cycles that need to be wrapped up, bringing them to an end, so you can leave this tattered, broken down energy that you've been in for this year and last year, for some of us, for a great deal of some of us. and you're wrapping that up for good so you can ideally move on to this phase of happiness and harmony and having what it is that you want to acquire, because that is the energy that I feel most of us are going after, what it is that we ideally want in life and what will bring us happiness and peace in our lives. Okay, so I hope that this video is helpful for you and that you got everything that you need to get out of this video for clarity for you. If you feel that you need a reading specifically for yourself, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'd love to work with you. And I do want to let you guys know that now until the 2nd of January, I am doing 30% off of all of my services in light of the holidays. So please do not hesitate to contact me if you need a service for yourself. Everybody have a great day.